now that the Z drives and stops, it's time to direct our attention to other areas, mainly maintenance and a couple of minor repairs.
Steve's still here, you know.
What? So it had a lot more gas in it than we thought.
The previous owner had led us to believe that this thing had been driven regularly for the entire 2 years that he owned it, and that it only hadn't started for a few months. Well, this was clearly not the case.
We got the fuel cell out of it today because we were losing fuel pressure.
So basically we pulled the gas tank out and it was full of awful gas. In lieu of a real fuel cell, which we'll be getting shortly, for tonight at least, we have this.
That's our fuel tank right now.
This is a little homemade fuel cell. Here we go.
I'll set it up in there. Oh! And it turns out it's not as empty as we thought it was when we bought it. It was actually full. Here's the pickup assembly. So we resorted to more desperate measures just to get it running and get it tuned up. And it's this oil bottle wrapped in Gorilla Tape. And just to see if we can make it run properly today, we just did all the spark plugs stuff. We'll see how it works.
Smoking.
Windshield. Alright, let me put it under boost.
Alrighty, launch time, baby. Oh yeah, look at that boost.
Dude, she's performing nicely.
Oh man, this is awesome. Oh man. Oh yeah, look at that boost. Well, we got a couple really great launches, but then our little homemade fuel cell melted.
So we got some good high boost launches. Turbo sounds great, and she gets up and moves. So,
Yeah.
So we're stoked
Yeah,
about
we're
the
happy.
results.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Alright, I'm mounting holes.
Break on through to the other side. There's our fuel cell. Just gonna use our rear access hatch and pump it straight in that puppy. Steve-O is underneath right now trying to get our fuel level sensor working. Electrical stuff is always so much fun. Just cutting some wire to wire up the level sender so we have a real working gas gauge in this baby.
Yeah, the red line's coming down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So the other night we got our fuel cell put in, and it turned out pretty good. Fits nice and snug, and the way we fill it is through the access hole up in the hatch. We were also able to utilize the original straps that held the original tank in. So it's nice and sturdy and didn't have to do much fabrication at all. Let's just go in right here, twist our lid off, and there's our fuel cell. in order to get it to fit right, we've had to utilize some of the padding from back here in the hatch. That's what this is, so it can fit snugly up against the bottom side of the body. So we got a few things on the list today. One of them, doing those rear brakes. Rear brakes were grinding a little bit, so we're gonna take care of them. But also, we found a lot of movement in the front end coming from the front tie rod ends, so we're gonna service them as well. And make sure we got the steering nice and tight. You can see our tie rod end. You can see how much it's moving. That inner tie rod end is just loose as shit. And so we're doing the inners and outers. We're not going to be utilizing the power steering. We're just going to use it as a manual rack. So we'll eventually ditch all the lines and the pump. There's old parts. There's some shiny new ones. Got old Mike on the wrenches.
Gonna stop like a junker.
Power steering hasn't worked in a while, so we're just gonna get rid of that parasitic loss right now. Matt's got what it takes.
I got what it takes, buddy.
Full power! There you go. There it is. Damn!
Yeah, the video. Just working off all that old dirt and grime.